First news headlines. Chief Minister N. Biren embarks on second stint of 5 years by attending official works. First ever meeting of State Cabinet of second term of N. Biren as Chief Minister held at Conference Hall of Chief Minister's Secretariat. Governor Laganation greets people of Manipur on occasion of Shahid Divas. And petrol diesel prices hiked by 80 paise per litre, LPG cylinder costlier by ₹50. Hello and good evening. Welcome to Mami TV English News Bulletin. I'm KABITA TONGBRAM. After taking oath as the Chief Minister of Manipur yesterday, N. Biren Singh today embarked on his second stint of 5 years by attending to official works including review of development projects with senior government officials and chairing a cabinet meeting. Before entering the Chief Minister's office at the Chief Minister's Secretariat, N. Biren first prayed at the holy shrine of Ibudo Pakhangba and Ima Khangzeng Lairembi, located on the campus of Chief Minister's bungalow. Afterwards, he entered the CM's office chamber and paid respect to the much envied and hallowed chair and sat down. A video clip of the Chief Minister praying and entering his office for the first time in his second term was posted on the Facebook page of the Chief Minister. The first ever meeting of the State Cabinet of the second term of Chief Minister N. Biren was held at the Conference Hall of the Chief Minister's Secretariat today. The meeting, chaired by Chief Minister N. Biren, is reported to have discussed the development programs and projects to be taken up during the first 100 days of the second term of the BJP government. The meeting further discussed convening of the assembly session within a few days. The post of Speaker will be appointed during the session. Sources said BJP MLA R.K. Imo and former Minister S. Rajan are likely to be contenders for the post. However, it is not yet clear whom the BJP will endorse as the official candidate. Governor of Manipur Laganation has greeted the people of Manipur on the occasion of Shahid Divas, which falls tomorrow. In a message of greetings, the governor stated that the day commemorates Bhagat Singh, Shivram Rajguru and Sukhdev Thapar's sacrifices for India's freedom struggle from British rule. On March 23, 1931, the 3 young revolutionaries were hanged by the British for allegedly killing the then Assistant Superintendent of Police John Saunders in Lahore in 1928. The governor remembered the sacrifices made by them and acknowledged their invaluable contribution to India's independence from the British colonial rule. He stated that the sacrifices of the 3 freedom fighters continue to stir patriotic sentiments across the country till today. The prices of petrol and diesel were hiked by 80 paise per litre today, 12 days after the assembly election results in 5 states. Meanwhile, the cost of domestic cooking gas has also been increased by ₹50 per cylinder. Petrol in Delhi will now cost ₹96.21 per litre as against ₹95.41 previously, while diesel rates have gone up from ₹86.67 per litre to ₹87.47. In Kolkata, petrol costs ₹105.51 per litre, while diesel rates increased to ₹90.62 per litre. Fuel prices had remained unchanged since November 2021 despite global crude oil prices breaching the three-figure mark and touching multi-year highs. However, many had been anticipating a rise in prices after hostilities between Russia and Ukraine increased global prices. The price of domestic cooking gas (LPG) was also hiked by ₹50 per cylinder, sources said. Meanwhile, opposition parties protested in Lok Sabha today against the increase in prices of fuel and cooking gas and staged a walkout demanding a rollback. Raising the issue after question hour, Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary said the opposition parties had been claiming that the prices of diesel and petrol would increase after the election process. Members of the Congress, Trinamool, NCP, DMK and left parties raised slogans from their seats against the fuel price hike and demanded a rollback. The opposition parties had tried to raise the issue as soon as Lok Sabha met for question hour but were disallowed by Speaker Om Birla. The 11th Kanglai Mega Sports Festival organized by Kanglai Park Students Association KSA concluded at Mapal Kangjebung today. Vice Chancellor of Manipur University Professor N. Lokendra, President of KSA S. Vidyananda, Dean of School of Engineering Manipur University R.K. Hemakumar and Social Worker S. Bimol graced the closing ceremony as Chief Guest, President and Guest of Honor respectively, while President of UCM K.H. Joy Sandra, the President of KIL Imas Hanahanbi and President of Huyen Lanpao Thangtai Association Manipur H. Prem Kumar attended the event as special invitees. Speaking on the occasion, Vice Chancellor of Manipur University and Lokendra stressed the need to conserve Thangta, which the forefathers of the state used as a tool to protect the motherland. He also expressed a desire for the government to give attention towards promotion of the martial art form. Lauding KSA for organizing the Mega Sports Festival, Professor Lokendra expressed hope that the Student Association will play an important role for a better society. President of KSA S. Vidyananda stated that the sports festival was organized with an aim to uproot unwanted incidents taking place in the state on the pretext of celebrating Yaosheng Festival and to imbibe a thrill of sports. With the onset of the Manipuri lunar month Lamta, KSA began organizing the sports festival since 2012, he said.
Yaoshenggi marumda sathariba patraba sanabising habidi abe tainaba ising hinaba lambi lamjau da thokanda da chani isini khangdaba makai abe tainaba dege tonga tonga pamdaba thodosing tholokpa aduga lambi gi khudong thiba kyama tholokpa asigumba patraba sanabi kaya si maru phangna khoi muthatla kanda mipum khudimakna khoi lamta ge thanin hek labu matam sida sanwagi matam jong he wakhanji phawan nanelbagi adugumba miyang amaga loinana aikoi sports festival si aikoi Kanglai Mega Sports Festival haina mingthon jarakanda pangthok jabani.
An inter-students organization invitational football trophy and Kanglai Park football trophy under 17 were played on the closing day today. Amsu and Desam lock horns in the inter-students organization invitational football trophy, while the Kanglai Park football trophy under 17 was played between Imphal West District Football Association and Moirang District Football Association. Now it's time for a short break. We'll be right back.
sublimation. Pauna Bazaar, Imphal, JMG Shopping Complex, first floor. Mafam asida mag-printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame, sublimation ki pot khuding mag wholesale da pangbigani. Items available are mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame. All the mentioned items will be available at wholesale rate in LX sublimation.
Welcome back. India reported a total of 1,581 fresh COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. The fresh cases took the COVID-19 tally to 4.30 crore. According to Union Health Ministry data, the active cases declined to 23,913. The active cases comprise 0.06% of the total infections, and the national COVID-19 recovery rate was recorded at 98.74%. The daily positivity rate was also recorded at 0.28%, while the weekly positivity rate stood at 0.39%, the ministry said. Meanwhile, with 2,741 patients having recovered in the last 24 hours, the cumulative tally of recovered patients surged to 4.24 crore. India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage has also exceeded 181.56 crore. On the other hand, COVID-19 vaccination for the age group 12 to 14 years, which started on 16 March, has crossed more than 34 lakh. On the occasion of Shahid Divas, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate Biplobi Bharat Gallery at Victoria Memorial Hall, Kolkata on March 23 at 6 p.m. via video conferencing. Prime Minister will also address the gathering during the event. The gallery displays the contribution of the revolutionaries in the freedom struggle and their armed resistance to British colonial rule. This aspect has often not been given its due place in the mainstream narrative of the freedom movement. The purpose of this new gallery is to provide a holistic view of the events that led up to 1947 and highlight the important role played by the revolutionaries. Biplobi Bharat Gallery depicts the political and intellectual backdrop that triggered the revolutionary movement. It showcases the birth of the revolutionary movement, formation of significant associations by revolutionary leaders, spread of the movement, formation of Indian National Army, contribution of naval mutiny, among others. UGC Chairman M. Jagadish Kumar on Monday said the central universities will have to use common university entrance tests, CUT, scores to admit students to undergraduate programs. He said that the CUT in all likelihood will be conducted in the first week of July. This means that apart from the eligibility criterion of different universities, the Class 12 board examination marks will not have any bearing on the admission of the students. From the 2022-23 academic year, the National Testing Agency will be conducting the CUT for undergraduate and postgraduate programs. All the central universities will have to consider CUT scores for admissions to their programs, Kumar said in a press briefing. There are 45 central universities funded by the University Grants Commission UGC. The syllabus of the CUT will be mirrored with the Class 12 model syllabus of the NCERT, Kumar added. China locked down an industrial city of 9 million people overnight and reported more than 4,000 virus cases today as the nation's zero-COVID strategy is confronted by an Omicron wave. Health authorities reported 4,770 new infections across the country, the bulk in the northeastern province of Jilin, as the city of Shenyang in neighboring Liaoning province was ordered to lock down late Monday. China has moved fast in recent weeks to snuff out virus clusters with a peak and mix of hyper-local lockdowns, mass testing and citywide closures. It reported 2 COVID-19 deaths on Saturday, the first in over a year. Authorities have warned of the risks posed to growth by persistent lockdowns as the country strives to balance the health crisis with the needs of the world's second biggest economy. Now, before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the top stories once again. Chief Minister N. Biren embarks on second stint of 5 years by attending official works. First ever meeting of State Cabinet of second term of N. Biren as Chief Minister held at Conference Hall of Chief Minister Secretariat. Governor La Ganeshan greets people of Manipur on occasion of Sayed Divas. And petrol diesel prices hiked by 80 paise per litre, LPG cylinder costlier by ₹50. That's all for today's English News Bulletin. Keep watching Mami TV for latest news updates. Thanks for watching.